Hi everyone, it's Angela from abpan.com, and today I thought I would talk about some of the filters that I had. Now I admit I don't have very many because I shoot primarily HDR, and I feel like with HDR you don't really need that many filters. So I only have a few filters here and just wanted to show you guys what I got. So the first one that I ever purchased was when I purchased my camera from the very beginning. I got it from my local camera store, and they recommended that I get a UV filter to help protect my lens. So I have a 77mm UV haze filter. And I think a lot of camera stores recommend that you get this UV haze filter just to protect your lens. It doesn't really do much for your actual picture. So it's just by B&W. So here is what it looks like. It's a little dirty. I haven't used it since I first got it, but it's just clear. There's nothing really special about it. So that's just my 77mm UV haze. And then so when I started getting into photo and learning more about what filters actually do, I bought my first circular polarizer. So this is a 77mm circular polarizer by Hoya. And I've actually made these labels just so it's easier for me to see what they were instantly instead of, you know, taking it out and looking on the side. But this is a 77mm, so this fits on my 17 to 40mm wide angle lens and also my 24 to 105 lens. So it's a little bit beat up, but it still works quite well. See, it's a little dinged right there. But it works quite well, and what this is meant to do is really bring out the colors in your images. So you can probably see that when you look through this, it might be a little bit tinted, kind of like when you're wearing sunglasses out in the sun. It just brings out your colors out a little bit more. So I really like that when I got it. So I got a 67mm one. I'm not sure who this is by, but this is for my 70 to 200mm lens. This is by Tiffin. So I think I just got this one from the local camera store and I ordered this one online. But I'll put all the details of these filters in the description box below. So this is just the same exact thing, just for my 70 to 40mm, because the lens width is just a bit smaller, so you have to get another filter for that. And then my last filter, which I recently just purchased the beginning of this year, I want to say around March. It was right before I was going to California for my Santa Cruz trip, and I bought these Lee filters, and it is a neutral density set. So what you do is you screw this ring onto your lens, and this is for the 77mm, so I can use this for my wide angle lens or my 24 to 105mm lens. And then, so you screw this onto there, and then you attach this part onto this, so it attaches just like that. And then you take these filters, I'll show you in 1 minute, and just slide them in through right here. So in this little package, I have 3 filters. This is how it all came. I have 3 filters in this little pouch, and this is the 0.9 neutral density grade, and you can see how it's so dark up here and very light here. What you use these filters for is when you're out taking pictures like sunrise, sunset, and you know you want to have a longer exposure shot, but the sky might be too bright, so you want to slide this in to where the horizon is, and then you can get a more even exposure. So you just slide this in and then use your eye to kind of see where you want it to stop. It's a lot easier when this is screwed onto the lens. So I have the 0.9. This is the 0.6. So it's a little bit lighter than what it was in the 0.9. See the difference right there. And then last, I still haven't used it at all. It's still, and it's a wrapper. I probably haven't used this one because it doesn't make much of a difference. There's not much of a difference between gradient. So this one is 0.3 neutral grad. So you can't really see that much of it just from up here to down here. So yeah. So what's cool about this holder is that you can use two of the filters at the same time. So if you wanted to use the 0.6 and the 0.3, it equals to 0.9, or if you wanted to use the 0.9 and 0.3, you know, it may not be enough. So it's nice that you can put two of these filters in. But the filter that I really want to get next is the 10 stop by Lee. I think it's called Big Stopper 10 stop exposure or something like that. And then it's just like a little plastic thing like this, but the whole thing is blacked out. It's really dark, and it just creates these beautiful images for long exposure. So that particular filter has been on backstock for so long, and I've been on the waiting list for a really long time. So if you guys know like something similar to that doesn't really have a color variation, you know, like sometimes it might have like a little yellow or a little blue or something, please let me know, because I've been on that waiting list for that filter for so long, and I'd love to play around with it. So if you have any other filter recommendations, please let me know, or if you have these filters, please let me know how you like it. Like I said, I don't really use them all that much, but sometimes I do. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Let's get rid of some of these dust spots. And what we want to do is just zoom in, and you see all these little black specks. It may not come. Hi everyone, it's Angela from abpan.com.